How you guys doing? Eric here. It's a beautiful day up here today. Saturday, sometime getting towards the middle of June. I think it's 12th or 13th or so. Yeah, it's 14th. Yeah, because yesterday was Friday the 13th. You know, well, the last couple of weeks, starting off with like Santa Barbara and Oregon, just all over. You know, probably about 3 shootings a week in the last 2 weeks. The stories, they just never add up, you know. I think it was the Oregon one. They said it happened in the morning, and then this kid comes out and says it happened at 7th period at the end of the day. It's just stuff like that. Like there was 2 shooters, or there was 3. But the most interesting one to me lately is this Jared Miller guy. He was an interesting actor. I thought he was great, man. He was a really good actor. I don't know. I don't think he's dead, but I was watching his YouTube video where he did the Joker. Man, that was entertaining. That was a good performance. The guy was good, man. He was on the news. He was on at the Bundy Ranch. I mean, he was acting pretty well, man, but you could still tell he was acting. He did it. You know, he did some videos. It's the same thing with like the guy in Santa Barbara. He did some videos about how he couldn't get women and shit. And that was the reason why he went on this. It's all crap. But yeah, this Jared Miller guy, man, they really did they really set it all up, man. They put a whole background on him, you know, and he's into a lot of the same kind of shit I am. He's trying to demonize people like me, you know, people that don't trust the government and that don't believe all the bullshit, all their lies that I'm talking about right now are being demonized to people like him, you know. It's all crap. But these psyops, man, they've been going on for a long time, but now they're just getting ridiculous with the frequency of them. You know, it's interesting because I talk to a lot of people about this, but you get the 3 different kinds of reactions. Some people, they know what's going on. That's like the very few, more and more all the time. And then you got the people that just don't want to talk about it at all. They don't want to hear. They don't care. You know, they might know it's true, but they just don't want to talk about it. They just don't give a shit about it. There's a lot of those. And then there's those that just totally flat don't believe it, man. Why would they lie to us? That's the majority of people. Yeah, there's a lot of Joker symbolism and all this. Like the Colorado shooting here. It was a Joker symbolism, more Joker symbolism. I seem to really like the Joker. The Batman thing, the Sandy Hook map. And if you just look at all the shit, how the stories all fall apart. But it's interesting because I know a guy here in Colorado that claims, you know, as far as I know, he's a pretty solid guy, man. He lives down in Boulder, but his cousin was killed in the theater shooting. But then he said he went to the funeral and everything. But then he also says that he never really knew his cousin. So I don't know. He might be telling the truth, but maybe the whole thing was just bullshit all along. He believed it. You know, they go to incredible lengths to sell these stories, you know. They want to make it seem like there's all these maniacs so they can demonize us, take our rights away, take our freedom away, lock us up for nothing because we fit some sort of a, what's the word, profile? Yeah, like someone like Jared Miller. This whole, I'm sitting there watching these people on the news. I know it's fake. You know, I know it's all bullshit. It just cracks me up how it makes me wonder, do these news guys actually know it or not? I think they got to. They're not that stupid to actually believe the fucking stories they're telling us. Yeah, I think it goes way back, man. This whole PSYOP thing, man. What's been going on forever, you know, even before the United States was created. This shit's been they've been doing this kind of shit. So it's nothing new. It all started like Columbine, really. That was when that was the first one in this new wave. Followed shortly by 9/11. And then we've all seen everything that's happened since then. All these operations, false flags, and all steering us down this road to hell, basically. It's non-stop, methodical destruction of our society in every way, through demoralization, taking away all our morals and values, destroying all the religions. I got no use for religion anyway, but another interesting psyop that happened was the Boston bombing about a year ago. That was it. Another joker, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Yeah, that was it. That was a really good one, and they locked down a whole city, and that was what that one was all about, man. All that footage of people in their houses. Get back in your house. Stop filming us. These cops were going up and down the road. I mean, it looked like a fucking army out there, man. Really scary. Threatening people, pulling people out of their house, treating everybody like a criminal. That's what it was all about. And if you look at the bombing itself, it was bullcrap, man. Dingo. It looks like a firecracker going off. You know. To me, 3 people killed and hundreds were injured. That's, you know, I've looked at that whole thing, man. You can just see it's all shit, man. Wheeling people with their legs blown off in wheelchairs. They don't fucking do that. You don't put someone in a wheelchair with their leg blown off. No, I'm sorry. You put them in you put them on a gurney, on a stretcher. You know, you don't go running them around in circles, dripping blood everywhere. You know, there wasn't. It was just look at you can just see there was nobody there, and then you just see all these people come in and start laying down and throwing blood and dust and smoke all over the place, and people that were already had their legs blown off were there, and they laid down and acted. It was all bullshit. Guy running around with his pants half blown off with not one scar on his legs. Bo Bergdahl. You know, I heard there's this one guy, Dabu7, put a video out about how that's all. It's all about releasing all the terrorists from Gitmo. Obama wants to release them all in, so they set that whole thing up. That's what that whole psyop was about, according to Dabu, which I think it's true, man. I think that's what's going on, man. Just, you know why? Because they need a boogeyman. You got to have the boogeyman. And these guys look like, you know, the pictures of them, they look just like out of Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, you know? These deranged Muslim terrorists. Are they going to come back to haunt us? The whole Bergdahl. It's a great psyop for them to drive a wedge in the military between the people, you know, to get people arguing about, is he a deserter? But it's great, man. They love that. It's a good psyop for them. And Bergdahl plays it pretty good, man. He's got a pretty pathetic looking face. Looked like he was all so. How they use that whole POW thing to demonize the enemy. Such shit. Bergdahl's really good at making that really, really pathetic looking face of a poor tortured soul. It's all an act. Got these actors, obvious fucking actors, coming out and pretending like they're soldiers. Oh, this Bergdahl, he's a deserter. He is no honor to the American military, you know. And these soldiers coming on the news talking about Bergdahl and how they went looking for him and how they risked their life trying to save him and how he deserves to be court-martialed. And you know, since I know it's fucking crap, so I know these guys are fucking actors. On Dingo. Dingo says, you're full of shit, farmer. Man, these flowers smell so nice. It's like a therapy garden over here. Aromatherapy. So yeah, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Everything. We're living in a psyop society. And I can just only imagine what's going to happen next. You know, there's going to be more. Something more is going to happen. There'll be more. I'll bet you there'll be another shooting this weekend, or maybe, yeah, for sure. Or something's going to happen. There was a shooting just yesterday, I think. It was like this one comment I read on YouTube the other day. It said, "Hey, look, everybody, another school shooting. Yawn." But yeah, one more interesting thing about all these psyops is that you never get to hear the story of the shooter, you know. Another one I didn't mention was the Gabby Gifford one. That guy, I don't know, I think he's still alive, isn't he? In prison or something? And you never get to hear his side of the story. And there's, you know, they either kill themselves or they're deemed to be insane. But you know, they never do an interview with them. I think that I find that kind of interesting too. You know, they just showed one picture of James Holmes in the courtroom, all drugged out of his freaking mind, with his orange hair, the Joker connection. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Okay, see you guys later. Like Team Wake 'em Up says, these jokers is jokers. I mean, literally, these jokers is jokers.